YouTube, and welcome back to Flads Gets Shot by Everyone. This is part 2, and as you saw previously, I suck with the CZ550 and I got shot. So fortunately I actually spawned pretty much where I spawned last time. There's more people heading over. So I already know where one guy is. He's over on the hill. I know there's a second guy. Oh man, I picked the steepest part of this hill to go up. I know there's a second guy who was injured because I shot him in what I thought was the head, although it seems that you don't get knocked out anymore with this weapon, which is a bit of a bummer. So we're going to head back round and try and avenge our death. But like I say, where I was, it was a pretty good place, but I was spamming rifle rounds like a complete noob. And yeah, my sucky tactics ended up with me getting shot from someone that was on the left hand side. Now I know that he was roughly where I thought he would be, but because I got sort of sidetracked by that guy, it was my own fault. It was a stupid place to die. It was a stupid place to try and shoot from. And after I missed him, after he got away after I'd shot him, I should have just left him really, and then concentrated back on, because I sort of became the person that I was trying to shoot myself. But this is a PvP server. It is shoot on sight. You just kill everyone. So I will decide after this video, because I'm actually filming a few of these in a row. If you're wondering why I don't know what your decision on video 1 is yet, I'm filming a couple of these in a row, and we'll say. Well, I'd like to know what you think about Origins, or a more vanilla type DayZ that's actually done on Taviana. Which is an island that we didn't cover, so that might be interesting to do that. We'll see how long I can survive on here, and if this is any fun or not, then we shall continue. But what we're not going to do this time is you're not going to see me run all the way to Electro, so you're going to catch me in a second. Now we've moved over to not my in-game chat, because that was somewhat spoiled by my wife. This is actually a voice over, and my wife came in with some shopping, started banging around, and wrecked the whole thing. So anyway, back to it. I'm going to narrate over the top basically of what happened. So I saw the dead body, and that was a little bit of a giveaway towards the fact that there was actually someone else here. There was also a couple of zombies about as well. Now zombies spawn under 300 meters away when you come into somewhere. So if you're next to a building, they'll spawn as long as you're within 300 meters. These guys were at about 600 meters, and these guys, they were even further away. That meant players, and that player popped up very briefly and then disappeared. What was this? I don't understand how he even managed to do it. I saw him and I was like, right, it's on now. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I couldn't believe it. He ninjaed me. Completely ninjaed me. And I pretty much sat there for 10 minutes until he showed himself again. Now these shots at this sort of range you don't want to miss, because he can escape very easily. So I had to wait until he presented the opportunity for himself and not miss. Okay, not miss the second one. And I didn't. Yes! Flads had scored. Beautiful. So that's 1-0. 1-all. No, we call it 1-0 because it's a new video. And those of you who didn't watch video 1 will not know that I died. Well, you will now. Now, these follow-up shots are just me making sure, because after what happened in video 1, I didn't really want to take any chances. However, at this point here, I started to think that maybe it was time to take a move, and, well, the gunshots pretty much made my mind up for me. So I decided that I'd move over and out the way, and then see if people were going to come round onto the spot where I was, because that's basically the idea, is that they'll come round into the area where they heard the gunshots, and if I could move out and round, I could probably take them out as well. As I got about halfway, I was just checking back across, and then I heard more gunshot, And then it was really time to leave. So I decided that I was going to go round to probably one of the other sniping spots. And this is more of the camper spot if you want to kill noobs in game. And I came across this guy who was shooting zombies. 2-0 to Flads. That was the cheapest kill I think I've ever done in DayZ. And you know what? It was beautiful. So that was another one. That's 2-0. To be perfectly honest, it was sort of around this time that I thought to myself, you know what, it might be best just to get out of town. But I decided to come back and just check my last spot just to make sure that people hadn't moved onto the hill. And then I saw this guy who quite obviously given up the fight. Now, that's fine, of course. It's zombie apocalypse isn't for everyone. And he'd just given up. And he was going to let the zombies turn him. But, yeah, I couldn't have that, unfortunately. Cheap kill number 2, and that's Flads 3-0. So there you go. Some bloody action at long last. How'd you like them apples? Cheers very much. It was time for Cherno. Goodbye.